but not for quite a while. 2016, 2017, and a DNF and a 17th. He's rather bettered that.
I feel sorry for Mike Conway there in the middle and Kobayashi. They definitely had the speed to win this race. Again, they you know, they deserved it, but there were mistakes from Jose Maria Lopez, Kamui as well. They fired the car off the circuit. Jose losing the lead at one point to the car number 8, but every time they weren't having off-track excursion, they had the speed. Luck just wasn't on their side. You don't need luck to win this race. You just don't need that bad luck. That's what I've always said. And, you know, car 38, for example, Jota, they haven't had good luck today. No. They're earning this.
Behind the leading Toyota, the 709 Glickenhaus, heading for a podium finish for Jim Glickenhaus, for Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus. I think I'm right. That is the first American-designed car to make the podium here at Le Mans since 1969. Ford GT was the last.
I would think you're absolutely right.
We've had American teams since then. 2005, the last time the American team. Audi Sport North America, whilst called that, were always German flagged. But Champion Racing in 2005, the last to make a podium, and there's another win.
I'm surprised how fast Brendan Hartley's still driving. It's almost as if he just wants to get to the finish line as quickly as possible.
Keep your rhythm.
And get this race over and done with.
Well,
because now we're not racing to time anymore. We're racing to laps, and this is the last lap. The time has counted down to 0.
Lap number 380. Not quite a record, but getting close to that all-time distance record. There's Ben Keating. You saw him in the blue suit. The last time TF Sport ran a red Aston Martin here in the GTM class, it won for Racing Team Turkey with Sally Yolic.
That's the 28 Jota, by the way, who we're just passing here in car 8, so they're doing the same thing as well. They'll end the race on this lap.
Plaudits to every single one of those people crossing to the pit wall. It's been one hell of a 24 hours.
Well, most of them didn't look to be in racing attire, so that's friends and family and others of. But yes, to all the teams. And it's been a long 2 weeks because they were here basically a week ago to set up for the test day. In fact, over a week ago, 2 weeks ago, to set up for test day, which was last Sunday. And here they still are, flogging cars around this phenomenal circuit. The last lap of Le Mans 2022. 24 hours, 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. So we are over the 24-hour mark, but you must make it to the flag or you are not a finisher.
And thank you, Toyota, for sticking with this category of racing and not disappearing. You've set the benchmark, you are the benchmark, and others want to come and beat you. And we're going to be there to watch those others try to beat you.
And there was a great little thought on Twitter from one of the fans saying, Toyota sending out the message, if we fight each other this hard for victory, imagine how hard we're going to fight the rest of you. Bring it on. And I think that's absolutely the message here. Toyota have come for more than 30 years to win this race, and they are doing it again. Brendan Hartley brings car number 8 across the line. Victory for Toyota. Behind them is the 3rd place car, the Iron Dames as well, and both Jota cars. 38 takes victory, 28 takes 3rd place. One of those is 38, one is 28, but there
now they can celebrate.
The winning team. Now you can breathe. We saw grown women, grown men wiping tears away going into the final 5 minutes. Now the emotion and the fatigue all bubbles to the surface. There was our Pro-Am winner from Algarve Pro. What a reward for all the hard work for Stu and Sarah Cox's team as well.
Stu and Sarah Cox will be delighted with that. But Rio Hirakawa, a first-time winner, a 3rd win for Brendan Hartley, and a 4th win for Seb Buemi. Equal now with Henri Pescarolo, Yannick Dalmas, and John Bandier.
No GT winners yet have taken the line. Leading the field in the Pro class, the 91 Porsche GT ahead of 2 Ferraris. And in the AM class, TF Sports, Marco Sorensen brings the 4 horseman car towards the checkered flag. Julian Landauer second for WeatherTech, who've had so much of the race. And Northwest AMR in 3rd, with GR Racing up to 4th in the final stint. But for Aston Martin. It's the third win for the Vantage GTE, the third GTE AM win for Vantage, the second in 3 years for TF Sport. They also won their class in the Spa 24 with the previous VTEL Vantage. And Ben Keating, a winner in AM with a Ford GT. This time, hopefully, we'll get to keep the victory.
All three drivers first-time winners at Le Mans, but Ben Keating is the big story there.
Yeah.
Marco Sorensen, a winner for the first time, and Enrique Chaves, a first-time winner. The second, Glickenhaus coming home for fourth place, a third and fourth for the Glickenhaus. It's still waiting for the number 7.
It's just crossed the line now. Yeah. I saw it just flash past.
There we go. 2 minutes and 1 second, the winning margin. Jota, though, with the win secure. A second win under their own name, a third win for the team with the win from Jackie Chan DC Racing to put the car on the podium.
Yeah, the overall podium, yes, absolutely.
I can say it now about car 38. You know, this isn't about me, I know that, but it was my car from last year. I feel emotionally attached to it, like I said before.
Oh, hello.
So proud of Roberto Gonzalez, who funds a lot of that team's program, that car
position?
Entirely.
88 and 54?
No.
Yes,
10 seconds
88 and
apart.
54.
Yeah.
54 was, but not, no,
10 seconds apart. There is our GT Pro winner. No, that's the 92.
Yep.
No, that is the 91 car. Fred McAvicky.
Look what it means to them.
And finally, they can breathe again. There's Fred Macco.
It's a third win, a record in GT Pro for Jimmy Bruni, and his first win for Porsche here. Yeah. It's a fourth class win here for Jimmy Bruni. It's a second GT Pro win for Richard Leitz. 4 class wins for him too, and a first win for Fred Macco.
I just want to say how much of a great job Rio's done. First up before with Rhoda, he was awesome, and he's a great addition to the team. And obviously thanks to Seb as well. Yeah, the whole team's been awesome this weekend, as you just mentioned. Let's stop through engineering, strategy. Yeah, just a big thanks for everybody.
Yeah, I completely agree, Brendan. There's been an outstanding effort all year, and with Rio, definitely that's a strong team member. Yep.
So yeah, it's nice of Brendan to give the new driver a shout out as well.
That's classic Brendan, isn't it? That is proper Brendan Hartley. He absolutely is.
But that's what makes a brilliant sports car driver.
Yep. It does.
You have to be selfless.
Yep.
Put your ego aside before you step inside that car.
Another quick stat coming home in the 23 car. Josh Pearson started yesterday as the youngest starter at Le Mans, finishes today as the youngest finisher at Le Mans, 1 day older.
Yes.
That's excellent stuff in what was not the best 24 hours of Le Mans for United Autosports team. After they dominated 2 years ago, WRT almost dominated until the final lap last year. It's Jota's turn this time, and the LMP super teams are nicely aligned for whatever comes next.
Haven't looked likely to win a WEC race, Jota. Since the season began, this was the one to do it at. Let's listen to the Porsche radio.
Congrats everybody, I mean, sad for 92, but congrats for the job. I mean, beginning of the race was hard, everybody can be very proud, mega job. The car at the end was very strong and we came back. Fantastic results.
That's a first win for Fred McAvicky, who's been a proud member of the Porsche team for many years. Aston Martin before that, of course. And a first win for anybody. Another big name in sports car racing, Marcus Sorensen. He's won world titles, he's won WC races. His first Le Mans win, this will mean a huge amount to him too. First wins, by the way, for all 3 drivers in the number 38 Jota car.
Yeah, a fantastic result for them. And, you know, I don't know how many hours they've been holding their breath for, but Ant has been sitting on a stick of dynamite for at least the last 4 hours as a man who rekindled his love of sports car racing in LMP2 with the Jota team. I think it means an awful lot to him as well. Anthony Davidson will be heading down to the grid to chat to some of our drivers, and you will catch up with all that later. Meanwhile, the number 8 Toyota receiving the salutations of all the marshals, and for the 4,000 plus men and women in orange and white suits, the officials, the marshals, the safety workers, the rescue workers, the medical crews, race director, all the way down the ladder to the very youngest and most junior of the marshals, thank you. Thank you, every single one of you. Unpaid volunteers, largely, apart from really the top of the race director tree. These guys with the safety cars and everybody else, the fire, the medical services, make this race possible. This is one of the world's biggest motor races, and with north of 100,000 fans here, it has felt like it again. And actually, our chief safety car driver, Yannick Dalmas, always waxes lyrical about the last lap at Le Mans. If you're in the car, win, lose or draw, first or last, he said, I always like to just wave to every flag-waving marshal, because